Blast to the Past, Post-Civil War Edition. I'm Melissa Patterson, and I'm here with a presidential candidate from the election of 1868, Horatio Seymour. So, Horatio, my first question. Why did you decide to run for president?
Well, after turning down the offer twice, I was unanimously voted into the Democratic nomination. So I decided to go at it and just commit myself completely.
Sounds good. When you were governor of New York, what were you able to accomplish?
First, I vetoed a bill prohibiting the sale of liquor. Then I opposed the anti-immigrant nativism.
What about in your second term, 10 years later?
I questioned the constitutionality of the Emancipation Proclamation. Also, I opposed the federal draft because it's a violation of states' rights.
What is a draft riot?
The draft riots were from many causes, including the way that violence has been employed for political reasons. But the main cause was the fact that New York City has furnished too many soldiers to the Union Army at the beginning of the war, and now doesn't have enough to furnish. Because it's failing to meet its recruitment quotas, it has fallen subject to the provisions of the Enrollment and Conscription Act passed by Congress.
Finally, why did you side with the rioters?
I don't think of my job as trying to forward troops to the war front. I hate federal consumption. I think the law is unnecessary.
Well, it would have been if all the states had done as well as New York at finding soldiers.
Well, second, it's evasive and dishonest.
Fair enough. All right, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with Allie Blaine as the interviewer, interviewing our next guest.
Hi, this is Allie Blaine, and we're back with our next guest, Ulysses S. Grant. So, Grant, my first question is, how did you get in the running for president?
Well, first, I was a general in the Civil War and defeated Robert E. Lee's army in Virginia, and I was never really into politics until I was nominated into the Republican Party because I was viewed as a leader, and I had similar views to Republicans.
Okay, so what is your job as a Republican?
Well, our basic beliefs include equal political rights to all races. We also rose against President Johnson's racism, and Congress gave this as a choice. Accept black enfranchisement or lose congressional representation.
How has the formation of the KKK affected your presidential campaign?
The beatings of African Americans and Southern Republicans by the KKK have increased votes in my favor. KKK actions have led to some Democrats voting Republican as to not be associated with the KKK crimes.
And finally, how did you feel about the ratification of the 14th Amendment that states all U.S. citizens, no matter what race, have political equality?
Let me tell you, I am so glad Congress ratified the 14th Amendment. It will be beneficial to the changes occurring and the future of the United States.
All right, that's all the time we have. So join us next time for another Blast from the Past. Good night, everybody. So, welcome back to Blast from the Past. I'm Allie Blaine, and we're back with Ulysses S. Grant. So, now that you're president, how's it going?
It's going, a little bit stressful, but managing, a little bit.
Okay. So anyway, what is the goal of the Grant administration?
The goal of the Grant administration is to lessen our support of radical Republicans because there's growing criticism in the North, and it's bad for my image. So.
Okay. What accomplishments have you had so far as president?
During my presidency, the 15th Amendment is ratified, and I'm trying to go about Southern Reconstruction in an unorthodox way. Even the people I selected to be in my cabinet aren't political people. To enforce the new amendment, I rely on Army in order to keep the South, in check.
Okay. Well, thanks again for joining us for another episode of Blast from the Past, Post-Civil War Edition. Good night.